Welcome back to Waste Nights, 2nd edition. We're playing the second opening scenario, Wild North, as part of the Road to Ruin. Last time we made our way over here without too much difficulty. We've got all the documentation now for the ZX mining machine. We're out in the waste and we're trying to find it and transport it back to our mining corporation so we can oust the union and have the mining machine take over. Right now we have a damaged vest. So I'm thinking we might want to do a camp action right now to repair our vest so that we can at least hang on to it for a while during this playthrough, and then move second. So I think the first thing we're going to do, we are going to take a camp action. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so for our camp action, of course, we can use medicine to heal, but we have no damage. We do have a repair of 2, which is not great, but it is enough to repair our vest. So we're going to go ahead and get our vest back in perfect working order. We can move +1 space because of our special ability here as Logan Heresy Avenger. So instead of a 4 movement on our pursuit car, we can go 5. Alright, back to the board for our second action of our turn. Each turn is 2 actions, and we're going to do a move action. Alright, so for our second action, we are going to move. Now, we can't go through craters because we don't have any special abilities or special vehicles to do that. We're going to hit the road first, then we're going to go through the sand location, then we're going to go back to the road. The roads cost 0 to move on. Sand costs 1. We're going to go through the mountains, and from the mountains we go to another mountain location to plot marker 2. So for our second action, that's going to cost us 5 movement, and we have 5 with our vehicle. So this is 0 for the road, 1 for the sand, 0 for the road, so we're still at 1. 2 for the mountains is 3. 2 more for this mountain location is 5, and we've got to plot marker 2 with our pursuit vehicle and our character. However, we are in a mountain space, and we now have to pull an encounter in the mountains. So let's see what we've run into. A Clawed Horror. Didn't we have the Clawed Horror last time? I think we did. I think we had the Clawed Horror. I'm going to discard that. Sorry, we're going to grab something else. I know, I just wanted to see a lot more different content in our playthrough. So now we have the Cave Mandibler. Alright, let's zoom down on that and take a look at it. It's probably going to be pretty nasty. Alright, well, let's take a look at it. It says, this enemy ignores attacks made with 2-handed weapons. Well, luckily for us, we only have 1-handed weapons. We have a pistol, we have a knife. And we can shoot at it first. It has 3 health. So if we actually take it out with our ranged weapon with our pistol first and do 3 damage, it's not going to get to attack us because we'll have shot it from a distance. So let's get out the dice tray. For our pistol, we will be rolling 3 white dice, 1 green die. And I guess we can take a look at our pistol here quickly so you can see what's going on with that. So we're 2 white, and our gun's ability is a white-green. And if we roll the special symbol, we will do a damage. So let's get out with the dice tray, see if we can pop this guy off before he gets an attack at us. If we don't do 3 damage, it will hit us melee. And I do have to remember we need to spend our ammunition. We only have 1 ammo left, so let's hit. And we do get a gear card if we defeat it. If. A big if. Let's see what the dice tell us. And oh wow, did we get lucky. We just managed with unloading our clip into it. We do 3 damage. We actually now defeat it, and we're going to grab a gear card. So cool, we've defeated it. It's not going to attack us because it's just melee. We popped it off before it got to us. And what do we find? We find a witchetty grub. Okay. When performing camp action, you may discard this card to heal 2 radiation and 2 damage? Whoa! Okay, so cool. This is like a special grub that we can eat. That's going to go in our pursuit car. We can carry 4 items. Very, very cool. Alright, and of course we get the things in the damaged. We don't get them fully healed. We get the damaged when we gain any gear. Alright, so 1 gear card. Alright, that's cool. That's the end of our turn. We have to move the turn marker down 1, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, turn marker from 3 down to 2. We're going to have another turn, or another round this time. 2 more actions. The first action that we're going to do this time, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a plot action. Let's get back to the board, and let's do a plot action. But I've rethought that. You know what we're going to do for our first action? We're actually going to explore. And the reason we're going to explore is we have time, and we want to get some good stuff. So we're up in the mountains. This might be a little dangerous to us, but we have the richety-mitchety grub or whatever, which can mitigate some damage and radiation if we happen to get it. All right, we have to explore. We're in the mountains. What do we find? We find a gas. Place a contaminated marker on your space. We already have a fuel. I don't really want. I'm looking for ammunition. Okay, we're going to go ahead. Oh boy. We're going to go ahead. We're going to draw another card. This one. Yes! So we just go ahead and we get one ammunition. That's exactly what we were looking for. So we're going to go ahead and get an ammo. So now we have some ammo for our pistol. So our rooting around paid off. We have an ammo now for our gun. Cool. That was the first action. Second action is going to be a plot action. So we're going to pick up plot marker 2 and carry on with the story. We're going to put that on our player board. And we're going to move the timer up 2. And then we're going to get to plot action 2, which is C number 23 in the Wasteland Book of Tales. Alright, so the plot marker, or the timer, is going to go up 2 because every time you grab a plot action, or take a plot action, it goes up 2. Alright, let's go back to the board. We're going to look at entry number 23. Alright, so 23, it says the road up the ridge of the crater where the abandoned relay station is located is hard, but finally you reach the building you've been looking for. Underneath your feet lies a basin full of dank seawater and rusted antennae dishes, but they're of no interest to you. Inside the building you use signs for the long dead personnel to find the proper room. After some time you reach a control center in which you're supposed to find a communicator necessary for the proper operation of the Combine ZX. Unfortunately, you have to pry it out of the huge powered panel. You can choose carefully remove the communicator, C47, or you can choose the brutal way hit the panel with a crowbar, C83. Or you are the trailblazer. Well, we are not the trailblazer, so we don't have that option. I think we're going to go to 47. I think we're going to try to carefully remove the communicator. I don't think we want to damage the thing by smashing it out with a crowbar. So let's see if that works. Alright, we have to test Tech 2. Okay, we're going to take a look at our character, see what our tech ability is, and then we're going to have to test 2. Alright, looking at our sheet, we have a tech of a white and a green. That's not bad. Let's get the dice tray out and see if we can get 2 successes. There's a pass and fail on this one, so let's hope we pass. Alright, we have a white. We have a green for tech. Oh, we get 1 success, which is not 2. Alright, let's consult the book again and see what happens when we fail, because we did. Oh dear. Alright, we failed because we didn't get 2, we got 1. It says fail. You disconnect the device with difficulty, ripping the last cable off. A short circuit racks your body. Suffer 1 damage for each missing success. So we're going to suffer 1 damage, so I guess we got electrocuted a little bit trying to take this thing out carefully. Let's go to our player board and add a damage. Oh dear, well we got a little bit of a short circuit happening. We do have 8 health. We take 1 damage though for that, prying that thing loose. Let's continue on with the story. Okay, so after we get electrocuted, it says, no matter the test result, move the dominance marker 2 spaces up the track. The dominance marker, okay, wow, that's up to 8. Take card number 5 from the special deck and place it face up next to your vehicle sheet. This is the communicator. It is not treated as a gear card. You cannot lose it, break it, barter, or exchange it in any way, but it does take an inventory slot. Ooh. Ignore the effects from its card and immediately place 3 tokens on it. Then they represent the battery status of the device. Discard 1 token from the communicator at the end of each round. Oh crap. Alright, I gotta get all that set up and I'll be right back with all that set up. Alright, first things first, we're going to move the dominance marker up 2 spaces. We've hit 8 now on the track. And I'm pretty sure it says at the end of the round in which the dominance marker has moved to space 3 or lower or to space 8 or higher on the track, see 59. So we're going to have to go to 59. But let's go. We got the communicator out. We took a little damage for it. We've got to put some tokens on it. So let's go ahead and we'll do that now. Alright, so we've got our communicator. We've got 2 gear cards now in our vehicle. We can carry 4. It's the end of the turn. We do have to do 59 though, so first we're going to go to 59 in the book, and then we're going to have the end of our turn. Alright, so we go to 59. It says perform 1 free regain consciousness action. Alright, so basically regaining consciousness, you can get rid of 2 radiation and 2 damage. So we will get rid of our 1 damage because we're allowed to do that. We're not going to go over to our player area to do that. We only had 1 damage on us from the electrocution. It says you encounter a group of suspicious strangers who, for no apparent reason, piled old tires in the middle of the road and lit them up. At the very last moment, you press the brake and stop no more than a meter from a rough-looking man. A tough-looking man, probably their leader. His face is smeared with some blackish grease, and only his white eyes remind you that you're dealing with a living person and not some charred corpse. You recognize this crew now. This is a band of the meanest bastards raised and born in the Gangrene mines, who must have decided to practice the most effective methods of fighting for their employee rights. Take card number 10 from the special deck, place it face up next to the plot sheet. These are the GMU negotiators, the enforcers of the miners fighting for influence with the Western Company. Resolve the proper entry depending on the position of the dominance marker on the track. Alright, so we're going to see 145 because we're at 8 on the track. Alright, let's find that miners card, and then we're going to go and see 145. Alright, so this is card number 10, special card, and this is the GMU negotiators. Oh, they're kind of rough. 50 in health again. Threat, armor piercing. Oh my god. This enemy deals 2 damage. Oh wow. If this enemy obtained at least 2 of the special dice, add a malfunction card to your vehicle once. Wow, 3 experience though. Alright, these guys are brutal. So we're going to put that on the side of the board. And now we have to go and look at entry. Let me see, what was it? Entry number 145. Because we're at, oh boy. I don't know if this is going to end well for us or not. This could be the end of the playthrough right here. Get out of here, you dickhead, shouts the man, his fist raised high. Now you know that these are the representatives of the union members from Gangrene, but there's no time to fiddle around. You'll be lynched in a moment. You push the pedal to the metal, and the miner bosses jump out of the way at the very last moment. As you pass their dirty faces of the negotiators, they start to whistle. It's just a background noise. You'll still need to find your way among burning tires. Roll 2 white dice. Your vehicle suffers a number of damage equal to the number obtained. Oh boy, so we're getting the hell out of Dodge. Alright, we're going to roll 2 white dice, and that's going to be how much damage our vehicle takes getting away from these guys through the burning tires. Alright, we're a badass driver, so let's see how much. Okay, our vehicle took only 1 damage. That's not bad, but I mean we are Logan Harris, the hotshot driver in our pursuit car, so we squeal around all the burning tires. Only take 1 damage. Let's put that on our vehicle. Alright, so our vehicle takes 1 damage getting away from these guys with their burning tire blockade. So we get away from them, and that's the end of our turn now. And this thing actually says, place us at remove 1 token. It said to remove 1 token at the end of every turn. So we were at 100% power. I think we've just lost a bit of power on our communicator. Not great. Alright, and we're going to move the timer down 1 on the track as well. Wow, time running out. So we're going down to 3 at the end of the turn. I have to reread the communicator thing. I think at the end of every turn, though, we are supposed to remove 1 of the battery tokens off the communicator, which means it's running out of power. We're going to wrap up our episode for today. Yeah, so that's going to be it. Alright, so we have full documentation for the ZX mining monster machine, and we now have the communicator, which I guess is the control brain for the thing, or can be, but it's losing power every turn. We're sitting at 3 on the timer track. Done a pretty good job. We had a little bit of damage on our vehicle, but I think we're doing okay. We've got a pistol, a knife, our vest is fully functional again, and we have an ammunition, 2 medicine, and 1 gas can. We're sitting way up here in the north. We need to get over to this plot marker. I think we can get there as well with our vehicle. There's a lot of road through here, but we're going to have to go through a lot of hazards next time. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, likes. This is Waste Night 2nd Edition, again with Road to Ruin Revisited. We're doing the Wild North scenario. We're looking for a giant mining machine, putting it back together, transporting it back to Gangren for our Western Mining Corporation against the Union. I don't think the Union people like us very much. We're probably going to have a dust up with them at the very end. Alright, so thanks so much, and we'll see you in the next episode.